shields make a nightmare tinker with this stuff.
Oh!
this without him. That machine's not gonna let me tinker with this stuff.
Stay down!
I'm good with it. building, it won't scare them off. This will help me overwrite them. Can't be too prepared. Save these for the trail. Another day passing.
I I just realized that I wasn't recording audio. Whoops. Or recording my mic at least. Let's see. right, I was running from scary things. Scary things, stay over there. Okay. I guess. Oh crap, that's 2 sawtooths. Okay. Very close to where I need to go. So I'm just gonna cut through here.
Get it while I can.
Hello.
Oh, wow. That was horrifying. So... it talked to me when you wrote a comment. I heard a voice in my ear go, hello. Which is kind of cool since I can't see the chat unless I have my phone up, but that was still horrifying. Let's see.
That's amazing.
So, did you do this thing up here, the cauldron? It's just whenever you go save Varl's mom or whatever at that location. I don't know, like I had only gotten to the point where you go find the...
I'm gonna wait till a high tense moment now.
Oh god, no, that's horrifying. But you get to the part where you have to go find the survivors of the ambush, and if you find them, you end up killing some enemies, and then you get sent to a different location. I hadn't finished killing the enemies. That was as far as I'd gotten. So I did that, and then I decided I'd come check out this cauldron, because I was told it was essentially like a dungeon. And that final boss is what I've spent probably the last 3 hours of this game on. It was insane. And oh, and then here's the best part. So I fought it in here, and it was a pain in the ass. Finally finished it. Great. Like, cool, now I gotta go back up to where I'm supposed to meet everybody at, and I get to hear, well, this is that monster again, just in the wild. So that's cool, you know. It's horrifying. Wait for a high tense moment.
Devil's
to
grief.
Scare the crap out of me.
Foreboding
Yes.
sight, huh?
I am
Don't you ever
pretty
wonder
sure.
what it used to look like? Back when the old ones
It
lived
was
here.
wild.
Here
Like, it
not
was
like
fun.
anymore.
Honestly, that last
That's what
boss
they tell
was the most fun that I've had in this game so far. It was a pain, and it was frustrating and difficult since I'm playing on ultra hard,
War Chief,
but
our scouts found enemy camps in the
almost
ruins,
every
guarding
death
the
felt
approach to the
fair.
ring of metal.
and it wasn't
we should
like
hit those
bullet
camps
sponge,
first.
just oh,
Make sure they stay
keep
quiet.
shooting it with arrows till it goes
Agreed.
down. Like it was
Wipe
It was
out the
very
camps.
specific
Our
on
enemies
where
in
you're
the ring of
shooting. Like
metal
it was
won't
it
see
was
us
very
I'll take out the alarms.
planned
We'll
and
send
tense the
Braves
whole
to each
time.
camp to
I
lie
don't
in
think I
wait.
would have been able to
Would
beat
you
it
start?
just brute
They'll help
forcing it,
finish.
which was really cool. That I had to set up a plan. I had to set up an ambush system for it. And that was neat. I really like that. In fact, I'm really excited for another
Braves!
boss like that.
It is time. Time to fight.
Save really quick.
Time to kill. May be time to die. We will regroup there, at the base of the tallest tower. Then, to the ring of metal and vengeance. Today, we break taboo to
I feel
honor
like
our
I brute
dead
forced it.
and punish our enemies. Blood spilled for blood
I'm
spilled.
curious what difficulty you on. I mean,
May all Mother forgive
I don't know
our
how
trespass,
easy or hard the game
and
is
if
on
not,
easier
may
difficulties,
she lay
but at
her
least for
wrath
me, it was one
solely
of those things
upon
of
me.
if he hit me once,
Now,
I was lucky if I was
battle.
able to get a second hit. I like the idea of ultra hard for this game specifically for the robots, because I'm like, if a robot kicks you or hits you or hurts you, it's gonna hurt. But then the problem is the balancing is a little weird, and so human enemies take 7 shots to the head. And it's kind of like, well, that's cool. But yeah, I dug it though. I really wish, and maybe I just haven't found it, and if you know, you can show me. I can come into here and I can view the enemies. Why isn't there a way that I can view it full screen? Like they've got this picture. They've got 2 pictures of it here. Like, I really feel like an extra option that you could have selected it and then to hit like square or something and it would show a full screen image of it, maybe like next to a person so you could get an idea on scale or something. I mean, even having something you could rotate so you could specifically see the areas better. I feel like that would have been a really cool feature, and I'm kind of disappointed it's not in it. I mean, it's not a bad thing that it is, or that it isn't. It's more just, it's a design choice that I'm like, alright, I think this would have been cool too. What was I looking for?
Oh, good point. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I was looking, I'm not sure if it shows up in the settings. I drop it back down to normal on merchant stuff, because otherwise it's like, oh, a bow that would cost 10 shards costs 1,000. It's kind of a little backwards. But there was percentages that I was looking at a minute ago. Hold on. Wow, I messed up that spelling. I saw something that was like, for ultra hard, enemies deal like 200% more damage or something. And on normal hard, they deal like 110% more damage. So it was, because like the ultra hard is one of those things that they put out after the DLC and all that. It's sort of like a rebalanced thing. I'm digging it. I just wish things weren't so jittery. Like I was trying to take out that little camp with Sona, and I'm trying to shoot a guy, and I got it on video of it's like time is slowed down. It's reticle perfectly on his head. Fire, and as soon as the arrow goes towards him, his head just like twitches to the side, and it happens like 7 times in a row. And I have the skill where my arrows are sped up in slow motion or whatever. Where is it? Faster reloading while using concentration, so I can fire a significant more amount of arrows during the concentration thing, and I have the longer concentration. And it was just ridiculous, as I'm like, how is he just, and he just dodged every single one. And I think it's something in the coding system to balance out the auto aim, because whenever you're on lower difficulties, auto aim is on by default, but you can't turn it on, or aim assist, sorry, but you can't turn it on the hardest difficulty. And I think it's supposed to be like a counteract to where the aim assist will help you hit your target, but if you automatically hit your target every time, then it takes away the challenge. So it has like essentially a dodge chance where the head can twitch or something to keep you from actually hitting it. And the problem is, if aim assist is off and it can't be turned on, and then they leave the thing on that makes them twitch, it's like, I said, it it seems too deliberate to be a
I'll
bug.
have to watch that. I haven't seen that happen in my playthrough, but it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, I especially the last video that I did, it was just trying to take out that area stealthily. And the amount of problems that I had with it was absurd. Because it was like, enemies can be alerted by downed bodies, right? But you have no way to move the bodies. So, if you do a silent strike, say from like bushes here to a guy that's right next to the bushes, depending on which animation she does, either she'll drop the guy there, stab him a couple of times, and then roll back, and it takes about 5 seconds that she's out in the open. Or she'll jump forward, grab him, pull him back into the bushes with her, and then kill him, and it takes about 2 seconds. And then there's a series of other animations that it can do too. Now it's cool that it adds the unique variety to it, to where it's not going to be the same attack every time, and I do actually kind of appreciate that it's varied, and sometimes you'll be exposed for longer or less, and you don't really have much control over that. I actually kind of dig that. It adds a little bit of randomness to it, but you can't determine where the body falls. Even if you're in cover, she may run out there, drop him, and then run back, leaving a body out there. And I actually had that happen where it dropped a body, and one guy alerted to the body, and then alerted everybody else, even though nobody had seen me. So then everybody approached where I was, because that's where the body was. And, oh man, I was so, like, that whole mission area, it was just, like, I could put together a 10-minute just thing of all the bugs that ended up screwing over my playthrough. And I'm glad that I'm through it now, because I really liked the Crucible a lot more. But that's like that area is where I dropped off on the game last time too, and I'm curious if it was due to the same reason. Was just running into issues where it's like since it's a dig site, there's lots of like wooden platforms and stuff, and some of them you can jump on or grab onto and climb up, and some of them you can't. But the problem is they use the same model, and they don't have the like little yellow lines on it that let you know, hey, Aloy can grab onto this. So there are times you jump at it and she'll get on top, and then you'll be able to escape, and then there are times you jump at it and she just slides down it like it's a wall, even though it's like a big table essentially. And it was one of those things where I like playing games on hard difficulty. I like dying, as weird as that sounds. I love the challenge of it, of difficult but fair. And the problem is, there's a lot of games where the difficulty comes in either poor programming or less likely, but sometimes happens, interesting
yes, you
choices.
Can like a white marker on
Yeah.
the ones you can jump.
Yeah, well, there are some that show that, but like in that specific area, there are ones that it's like from certain angles you can hit it, and from certain angles, even though you should be able to jump on it, like you're getting enough height, it's just like invisible walls or things like that that'll just keep you from getting on it because it's decoration, not function. But yeah, it was one of those things where a lot of the deaths were fighting the game, not like the difficult challenge. It would be getting stuck in a wall, or an enemy like the Striders or the Watchers, whichever one it is, that can shoot the like lightning ball thing at you. It would make the noise, but the model for the ball wouldn't render in, so you'd hear it, but it wouldn't show anything. And being hit by things that you can't see was a pain. And it would like, you'd see it like jitter in. So I'm glad that I'm past that, because the Crucible, as I said, the Crucible was so much more polished. like, the deaths felt fair, except for one where I just fell off a cliff because you couldn't really see from around the corner. Oh god, there's a guy here. Hello. And so I'm really hoping this will continue off of it. Also, it's just an interesting thing to look at, just the idea of the Crucible inside. Ooh. Well, ouch. Yeah, it's, sorry, I misread the thing. Yeah, some of them have either like a white, almost looks like climber's chalk for like cliffs. And that lets you know, hey, I can grab onto this cliff and climb it. Or it'll be yellow stuff, like you'll see it similar to like the zip line. If you see a yellow bar, it's a bar you can grab onto and use. But then there are some things where it's like, here's a rock that you could probably climb on, or maybe she won't, and you don't really know until it's sort of like, is the collision box in the shape of the rock, or is it in a shape of a big rectangular box over the rock, in hopes that you aren't going to be able to jump high enough to climb over it, kind of thing. It's like whenever you see certain games and there's like an itty-bitty small fence, and your character should be able to jump over the fence, but like you hit invisible air a foot above it. And I've noticed that there are some things where it's like, this rock actually seems pretty well collision made, like you slide around it appropriately, you can move underneath it and stuff. But then there are some things where it's just, it was a weird setup in that area, and I think it was just because it was like a stage piece area, because you had the stealth setup in an open world. Yeah, okay. Okay, where is it? What am I doing? I'm taking out this camp.
Under fire! Scatter!
Come on, shoot the explosives. Shoot the explosives, girl. Doesn't that stuff go boom?
Feet on the ground!
Maybe not. Ooh! Well, that's on me. I didn't see him. Okay. Let's go in this a little bit more stealthy this time. Hey, buddy. Come here. Come here. Alright, come here. Why aren't you moving? Well, so this one is going to walk all the way over. The one from super far away is going to walk all the way over here, because it was alerted. But the other one that was alerted walked like a foot ahead and then just decided to stop. There's just some weird...
A corpse!
So yeah, here. So I killed this watcher, but because I'm not able to move the body, this guy comes over, he has seen the body, and he's now brought everybody over. Yeah, that's true. You can use the paths, but unless the body, like, can't drag a body into bushes or anything like that. I basically have to choose where to drop it on its path. But yes, that guy ended up, luckily he ended up going away, but he alerted another guy because there's a robot here. Even though I silent striked the robot in the grass, it moved the animation out of the grass specifically to do the kill, and it's not, but it's a very weird choice. And that's why I don't think it's a bug, is because I see it happen frequently. It's like they don't really allow you to have... So there are certain animations that she'll do that are designed to look incredibly stealthy. She'll drag the person into the leaves, and she'll kill them that way, and the body is then hidden. And then there's out into the wild, and she like madly stabs the thing, and then like huffing away, walks away from it, but stays in stealth. And I feel like originally they were supposed to have animations where it was like if you're in stealth versus if you're not in stealth, and some of them got mixed together a little bit. Because usually if it's the one in stealth, she'll bring it back into cover with her. But then sometimes she'll essentially, trying to stay in stealth, do an animation that you'd expect more for...
I guess it makes sense that she can't move the robots.
Yeah. No, but she does though. But with the little ones, there are ones where she'll grab it, she'll drag it into the, like, there are some animations where she will drag it into cover. And it's just, it's weird. It's one of those things like, it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens enough to know, okay, it's possible. But definitely with the bigger ones, I totally get it.
You cannot escape our grasp. Oh, got one right here. Farewell, fool.
Sorry, go. Oh, wow. So Claire came up, or Kid came up to talk to me. So I'm hiding in a bush talking to her. And then she walks away, and as I look back at the screen, I've been perfectly safe in this bush, and I look back at the screen, and I get shot and die instantly. Come on, dude. Come on. Oh, God dang. Guy sneaks up on me. Hello. Leave me alone, buddy.
Hide! Stay in.
The kid just came up and asked if she could eat some of the strawberries that we have. And I'm like, yeah, just don't eat all of them. And the look on her face of just,
Farewell.
like, almost betrayal of me telling her, yeah, but you can't eat every single one of them
Got
was
you irritated.
awful. She's just like, what do you mean? I can't? That's not fair. Oof. So more and more of these guys just keep spawning. But...
LOL, watch her leave one.
yeah, well, I told her, I'm like, you can't eat all of them. And I'm like, and don't you dare leave like 2 of them. And she's like, alright. Camp alarm. Oh, okay. So it's interesting for being an open world game. So this is the dudes who did Killzone, which was complete opposite, like Halo-esque first-person shooter. Then decided, yeah, we want to make an open world game like this. And it's funny because of all the inspirations that it looks like they've taken from different styles of games, it really feels a lot like a Far Cry game. Like, surprisingly so. Especially with like the little things like this, like taking out the camp, there's an alarm, don't set off the, like, I kind of dig it. Like, I like the Far Cry games, and it's post-apocalyptic Far Cry without having to buy New Dawn.
Reminds me of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, yeah. I will say, and I think Tomb Raider did the bow better. Like, it feels better. Which is a shame because the bow is such an important part of this game. Like, it feels good. It doesn't like feel like it controls like crap or feel sluggish. Like, it feels a little difficult. It feels a little more difficult to get those perfectly lined up shots, while in Tomb Raider it felt very smooth, and usually if you missed, you felt like it was your fault, not because it swayed a little bit or something like that, or because, yeah, it felt really good. Also, speaking of Tomb Raider, Winco off 99th, the red box outside, they have Shadow of the Tomb Raider for $14 on PS4. Like,
yes, much more natural.
yeah. Oh shit! This guy. No, I'm not here. Shh. No, go.
That's done it. No signal.
What's happening with this alarm?
We're not getting any help.
But I figured you'd like appreciate that the third game is available for like, I think it was like 14. It might have been like 16. It was definitely less than $20, which I thought was very surprising. Hello.
beat the second and 3RD main, I'll stream them.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. I still need to beat the second one. I think I got like halfway through it, maybe a little bit less. I really liked the first one, and I don't know if it was that I wasn't liking the second one as much, or if it was just a little bit of burnout because I had just finished one and then started the next. But the first one was really good. I was thoroughly surprised by how much I enjoyed it. And the second one looks pretty as hell. Oh, son of a bitch. But you should definitely stream it. That'd be cool. Boy. Okay, so this is frustrating. I destroyed the alarm, so they couldn't call for reinforcements. But they came anyway. So let's try this again. Oh, whistle.
Traps?
I'm sort of out of materials. I burned a lot of them on that, what was it called? The Bellowback. I mean, once I take a couple of these machines out, I'll probably have enough to be able to do something. But the problem was I was silently going through killing everybody, and there was about 2 guys left. One of them went running for the alarm, but I killed him before he got to it, and then like 4 more guys came out of nowhere. Oop. So, especially after the updates, I've really been kind of wanting to play Borderlands. Oh shoot! See, that time they set off the alarm, and I was the fool who missed it. I'm in trouble. Ooh, something rare over here. Ancient vessel? A cracked and battered vessel, once dear to the old ones, bears the legend Miram. Sets of ancient vessels can be traded in Meridian for valuables. It's a cup. Okay. I found a cup. I like all the things. Ancient wreath, it's a bracelet. Ancient toothpick, it's a bottle opener. Ancient chimes, set of car keys. There's one, it was like, ancient black bracelet. Yeah, there it is. Ancient black bracelet. It's a watch. As I picked it up, I'm like, it's probably a Fitbit. And I looked at my inventory, I'm like, oh crap, it might be a Fitbit.
I laughed every time I found those.
Yeah.
sneak my way up in here. Like, okay, there we go. Come on. Couple more shots. Sweetie's down. Come on, there's like 2 guys left and I'm so low on health.
Got him over here.
Oh, come on! So, that was another one of the problems that I've realized, is the silent strike option comes up. And so most games do it like a radius. It's like, as long as the enemy is within this radius of the character, then you can do like a silent attack or something. This one, it's dependent on something else, and I'm not sure what it is, but what I've realized is you'll end up running into problems where it'll say silent strike, you press the button to silent strike, and for some reason, right then is where they then suddenly are out of reach, and you end up just basically doing a basic melee attack, usually into nothingness, and alerting everything. I'm just trying to get up the damn hill. Come on. That's right, fire. I've only had it up a couple of times, which is pretty okay. But man, it's frustrating whenever I'm going through stealthing an entire area and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing really good. And then all of a sudden my character just decides, oh yeah, I forgot that this guy is within reach. He's walked an inch away, so now I'm just gonna swing wildly into the wild corner. Because it's like within the time it takes to push the button, that little animation that gets going is enough to have them walk out of reach, and then suddenly it changes to animation instead of the silent attack. God, these guys are just, they're little sprinty little bastards. I really think you should stream the other, or the second Tomb Raider game. I think that, what hit me? I think that'd be pretty cool. I think you'd be killer at it. I think you should do it. I think it's a good plan. Okay.
I can get out of this.
Of course I can. I'm awesome.
Y'all be better at it honestly.
I don't think so. Oh, shoot. Ah. I end up usually just rambling to myself, and it's weird. Kat and I have been just talking about how, like, I'll be playing and she's just She's just listening to me talk to myself, and she goes, I don't know if you're talking to me or if you're talking to somebody else, but I'm having to get used to it. Why is this not covered? Okay, well, that's cool. That's fine.
Just going insane.
Huh. Okay, so I have these two bushes, and this one shows up as undercover. It's got the closed eye when I'm in it. This other one, it is not cover. Oh, right, wait, right there it is. But everywhere else it isn't. But right here is like, let's see. Come on. No! Stop missing! Oh god. Yeah, pretty much. I'm losing my marbles. That
Shadow
is
take you.
not wrong. I gotta keep the dude from setting off the alarm. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Did he set the alarm off? I think he did. Shoot. I do like little things like, depending on what kind of rarity might be in things, whether it be a creature drop or a human drop or a random chest or really anything, it'll have color based off of the rarity of the item inside of it. I really dig that. I think that is cool as hell. So you know, like, hey, this could be a guy who just has, you know, ammo or armor or whatever. Or this could be a guy that's got, you know, something really nice. Oh god, shoot, damn thing, thank you.
Too hard to read.
Oh, come on.
I'll take you down.
There you go, buddy. Part of the rat pack with your bomb crew. Why did I just shoot that? Also, where is it? Come on, do it again.
Always have faith in the Nora. We are all braves today. The threat has passed.
There it is.
For now.
Yay.
Forget about traveling light.
What can't I pick up? Chill water? Okay.
The threat is past. For now.
Where are the rest of these bodies? Yeah, they called in for reinforcements, which at least means they have more supplies. Let's see, is there anything else? No? So probably just off to the next one then, I guess. See if there's anything I can craft first. I'm gonna have pizza rolls for dinner. And I'm really excited. I just want you to know that. You might not care. You might care a lot. But I'm hungry and I'm so excited. Okay, what can I upgrade? I can upgrade my Tripcaster or my Resources Satchel. 20% increase, that's cool. Let's see. Tripcaster, sure. Ammo. So, healing supplies are made with meat. So you basically still have to kill animals when you see them. And luckily, animals are fairly everywhere. But I'm also, like, really just waiting to find another merchant and just buy a bunch of shit from him. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be good. You just let me buy it. I'm good. That's right, I don't really use rocks anymore ever since I bought the whistle skill. No, get back here, piggy. Pumbaa! Oh, nope, nope. There's a watcher over there. Nope. Not dealing with him. Not my problem. Oh. Those are sawtooths. Hopefully I can take down a sawtooth. Stealthily. Okay, see that one, she dove out, grabbed it, and then brought it back into the grass. So it's not very hidden,
if they weren't looking for
but
me.
it's now hidden. Aloy. For real though, Ashley Birch did so good. Aloy is such a believable character in her voice. Oh god, no. Ooh! Wow. Mean boys. Let's see. I wanna... They climb on top of this? I feel like there should be a way here. Oh, I want that.
Chloe was packaging some candles.
Oh, boy. Well, ouch. No, it's all good. I'm just rambling away and getting my ass kicked by giant metal dinosaurs. It's cool. But they're not here anymore. Even though I've achieved this area. So now I'm just gonna get the stuff that I wanted to get earlier. All the same. I'm so sick of these robot battle hollows. How many of these things can you watch before you realize that every single episode is exactly the same? You show up on the battlefield, you watch a bunch of Thrasher bots tear each other up, choose which corp you're gonna root for, explosions, 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 and then it's over. Am I the idiot? Everyone seems to love this stuff. Okay. I like that I did find car keys at a gas station. Wow, okay, hello. Now then. There was something. It was like right here earlier, wasn't it? Am I losing it? No, it's right there. Cool. I have to be honest, I miss Guangdong already. I had a purpose there, it's busy all the time. No one here seems to get it. Sandy and Vanessa took me out last week. Oh, girls' night! Welcome home, I guess. Some guy at the bar freaks out when he overhears how I just got back. Acts like I was living underground with mole people or something, like I should be ashamed. I actually wanted to have a job or work for a living. Ugh. Guess it's reverse culture shock, or maybe I should just go back. It says Guangdong, like a vault shelter. Maybe. Mole people. Oh, we'll find out. Okay, what's my objective? Another camp. Okay. Camp 2. Kinda hungry enough that I think I didn't realize it was so late.
Low and quiet does it.
Kid doesn't want pizza rolls, more for me. How did I went past my objective? What?
Back to your business.
I'm lost in the building. It's concrete jungle, man.
We have a problem!
No, we don't.
The signal's mine.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah!
That dude had a gun. Yeah, what is this, like a crossbow? What is this, my man? That's not cool. It's not fair. Ooh, there is a lot of bad here. Ooh, there's a lot of guys. Ooh, there's a lot of guys. Let's see.
Stay together.
The reason to stay together is you split away from me. Stay together. I'll go this way. Stop, drop, and roll, dude. It does. He has the gun that shoots 2 bolts at once. It's kind of cool. Ooh. Well. Should make dinner. Should probably do something eventful with my life today too. It's a lot of work. Let's see if I can do this stealthily really quick before everybody gets alarmed. Okay, I
Someone here?
think that's everybody. Boom. You guys don't know where I'm at.
Here comes trouble. Light the signal.
Why? Nuh-uh. Why do you know where I'm at now? That's bullshit. If I can keep it from setting off the alarm, I might be in luck. Come on. He's going for it.
Here we are.
Okay. It's a very pretty world. Like, the decaying bus is gorgeous. Weird thing to say, I know. No, 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 no. No, Mr. Man. Let's see. I have no health. There's one guy left?
For the secret land!
Hey, hold on. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4,
Secret lands!
5, 6? 6 AI. Took down one guy. You can do it, guys. Anything else I can craft? Negative.
You speak for no one.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I feel like I remember this part.
Yeah, I saved Sona, and she's like, we know where 3 of their camps are. They're filled with explosives. We could use that to take them down, and so now I'm taking out the 3 camps. No health. I'd love to make some healing stuff. Anybody have healing stuff? No? Alright, well. I mean, I'm a good... well, let me see. Maybe 10 hours in?
Yeah, your health scares me.
Yeah, it's really low right now. However, I was hoping maybe some of those dead guys would have health or something, but not really. What's that? There's some stuff over here. Oh, that's not healing stuff. Well, I'm hoping I can come over to this campfire, because I believe campfires will also heal you.
Herbs?
Yeah, I got some herbs, but I believe camping out restores your health too. And as long as I can get around this, I'll be okay. Ooh! I did just save though, so. Yay. I was coming here because I wanted to see how many hours in I'm at. Let's see, I've got 9 hours and 48 or 9 hours and 41 minutes. And that was doing like 0 side questing before the proving, because I'd done all the side quests in that little area before, and I really just like I wanted to get invested in the story, so I figured, alright, I'm just gonna push through the story. I can come back to all the side quest stuff later. 9 hours in, I'm finally further in the story than I was. It's crazy.
Bitter, though.
Like, you hear that the game is 60 hours long, and it's like, I don't know if that makes it feel really long or really short. Oh my god, I'm so excited for pizza rolls. I also need to find a merchant so I can upgrade my weapon and armor and stuff like that. I'd love to be able to deal more than 11 base damage.
I wonder how many hours are being added to P5.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I thought
Earlier I was hearing, based off of leaks and stuff, that part of the assumption is Royal will be like the extended edition, sort of like Persona 3 Fest, where it had added in like almost a whole expansion kind of feel, and then they'll have like the other version, the Persona 5 S or whatever, that will be
Or 4 golden.
yeah, well, the thing is, supposedly, like, so for Golden and whatnot, like, it added some stuff, but Fest was, like, another campaign, essentially. And so some people are hoping that this added stuff for Royal will be like a campaign, and then whatever Persona 5S is, whether that be the Switch or the PS4, or sorry, the Switch or the PC port or whatever, that will be sort of like Golden, where it had extra stuff to it, but not as much of like the complete edition. I feel like that could please people if done right. But I mean, they've got a lot of goodwill that they've got to try to make up for. Especially, there was a lot of controversies apparently with the Catherine PC release. I'm not exactly sure what all of it was, so I don't want to assume. But I believe it was stuff like they removed the trans character and tweaked like some of the sexual themes in it or something, and that was enough to piss off fans.
Trans, yeah.
And it's just like, they're not really in the best position with their fans right now. It's kind of like, look, you see this guy? You see this? You see this right now? Come on, buddy, let's go for a walk.
Well, a lot of people are upset about no female MC2.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and that's the thing, is if Royal is supposed to be like Fest, where it's an expansion to like the default canon Joker is a boy game, and then S happens to be like Golden, where it's sort of like an alternate, like, hey, you know, what if Joker was a girl maybe instead, and what if, you know, these extra things. I could see them doing that, but at the same time, they also just announced another announcement for an announcement that they had already announced once before, so I'm not sure what to expect from them, if we're being completely truthful. I feel like predictability has kind of been thrown out the window for them, which could be cool or bad depending on how you see it. Can I hit this guy, please? Thank you.
Wait, say all that again.
Oh, okay, so, what I was seeing people on the subreddit were suspecting is that since Royal appears to be more like the game with more to it, you know, the extra semester, the extra character, that it could be sort of like Persona Fest was, where it was the game, but then it was also like an extra 10 to 20 hour long expansion to it, kind of thing. Or maybe it was only like 10 hours. Either way, where it's like, this is the canon story, to where if, you know, we have characters come back into it in Persona 6 or something like that, this is the story, but then have Persona 5S, whether that be the Switch or PC or whatever port, have that be more like Golden, where it was, hey, here's the base game, but it's got some other things like the female Joker, because the thing is, the character model for a female Joker is in Smash. Like, it's not usable, but they've data mined it. Like, it's there, and it's not the character that was announced. So it's like, it feels like they're missing some information that they're not giving away, and so I could see that being the thing. Is, you know,
Exactly.
is S being like
I've got you marked.
like a parallel universe. Hey, what if Joker was a girl? Hey, what if all these extra things? Not canon, but still think the problem is they still charge $60 for it, which is, and that's if they do it. Like, we can hope that they would do something
I
like
would
that,
totally
but
buy that.
who knows? And that's the problem, is they've just given another announcement. So,
Grab this while I can.
you know, it could be, but we won't find out until the next announcement is done. It's just...
Picking my target would be free.
No!
Till next month again.
I think I did it. Yeah, exactly. And it's... I don't remember if it's the beginning or the end of next month, but it's just like, for real? Say what you're gonna say. Like... Oh, my wife is home. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm a big fan of announcements for announcements. Especially when it's an announcement that was an announcement for an announcement that was announcing something else, but it wasn't an announcement for the thing that we actually wanted. It was just an announcement for... Well, for an announcement.
Especially when the game is so far off.
Yeah, I think that was one of the biggest slaps in the face. It's like, but it's not coming out until 2020? It seems absurd.
Even the Japan release in 4 months.
Good for an old remedy.
Ooh, am I gonna actually get to climb this skyscraper? That would be cool. Yeah, it's just, and like I had seen some people in the subreddit were arguing over like, you know, yeah, but it makes sense. Like,
Never know when I might need these.
I don't know. Like, I understand they got translation stuff that they're gonna have to deal with. Oh, we're gonna have to translate extra stuff over and all that. But like, am I gonna get to climb this skyscraper? This is a really cool looking skyscraper. I have a feeling the answer to that is gonna be no. Like, that's a giant tower. I want to climb to the top of it. Is the game gonna let me climb to the top of it?
The metal ring is where the real threat lies. I know it.
Can't carry more.
Let's see.
Justice is worth damnation. May All Mother forgive.
Wow, this is pretty chill. There's a bunch of supply crate stuff. Bunch of stuff. I want to climb the tower, please. It's very big. But the platforming in this game.
It is as Varl says. We must enter the ruins for the tribe.
Leaves much to be desired. Okay, so I come here. And it's like, cool. Oh, I need to go talk to her. Got it.
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the Ring of Metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Oh, wow,
Sounds like a
cool.
plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for two arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
God, her voice, she
Warchief.
sounds like whenever
I
you're
will.
really tired and your voice is just, it's really...
This
really
part is
like,
fun. Be prepared.
Go on.
Oh, is that why they just gave me
We
a
wait on
shit
your
ton of
signal.
food? And healing stuff? Let's see, what can I do here?
Maybe LOL.
It's like whenever you come into a room before a boss fight. It's like, hey man, there's a lot of chest-high walls in here. Oh no. I'm in danger. Foods, potions, more potions. Still have as many as I own. I don't want bombs. They're cool, but I figure they're not. I don't feel like they're working the way I need them to work. Oh, I should have made more traps. Damn it. Okay. Alright. I want to climb this tower. I don't know if that's my objective or not, but I see that there are footholds over here. And I saw the tower, I wanted to get to the top of it, so that's my plan. I want to know that I can climb to the very tip top of this tower through these convenient footholds. It's very much like Uncharted. Just less subtle. That's one thing that I really... So, like, okay, so Tomb Raider, if it's something you could grab onto, it was white scuff marks. This one, I feel like there's white scuff marks, but
Dawnfall.
Yeah, right. But right now, I'm really feeling like it might just be yellow. It's just anything yellow. I feel like Tomb Raider was much more subtle. Like you saw the white. Oh no, there's a white scuff. No, that's glare. I'm an idiot. I feel like Tomb Raider was a lot more subtle. Like, yeah, you could fairly easily. Oh, son of a bitch. What? 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 Okay. Tomb Raider, you could fairly easily tell where you needed to go, but I just have the worst luck with this game, I swear. Like, I just have more problems with it. What is this? Ah! Okay, I'm good. I did indeed fall. Then I got stuck in the building. So that was cool. But this, yeah, the giant yellow posts are very subtle. Oh, doesn't Days Gone come out in like a day or two? Oh yeah, it was a big deal. Days Gone. Is it out yet? April 26th. What's today? Oh, so it comes out Friday. Saw a video from it, and it was showing snow accumulating. And I think that is the first time in a video game I've seen snow accumulate somewhere. It was like, it was really good. It started snowing, and all of a sudden it was like, and it's just building up. That's cool. Where? Oh. Also, I feel like this game really would have benefited from a flashlight. Technically, your focus lights stuff up a little bit, but it dims everything directly around you. So, like, while I'm trying to see where I need to jump to, where I need to go to, I have to hope that it's daytime while I'm climbing. Okay, do I need to jump to... No? Okay. I mean, there was a yellow rope there. Huh.
I thought there was one.
Yeah, no, there was a rope. I jumped at it. She just didn't grab it. See, that's the thing. It's like, I don't think this is a bad game. I think it is an absolutely gorgeous game. I think the story is very interesting. I just want it to, you know,
Noah Light.
Get interesting. I think the problem is I hear so, like, maybe it's just one of those things of like, whenever I remember seeing The Hangover, and whenever I saw The Hangover, I didn't think it was very funny. And that's because I didn't see it till after it was out on like DVD. By that point, I'd heard all the jokes. I knew all the jokes. I knew how the story went. Like, I knew everything about it. And so it wasn't surprising. It wasn't funny. And I think the problem is I've just heard so much about, like, everybody who I know of who has played this game, aside from you, has gone through and basically perfected it. Like, they've loved it so much. They've gotten every trophy. They talk about it being the best game they've ever played, or the best game on the PS4, or the fact that, like, it was only overshadowed because of Zelda. And it's like, I think if this game looked average, I think the focus on taking down the bigger monsters through the different parts would still have been very popular, and I think that's really cool, but I think a lot more of the issues and the bugs and stuff like that, especially that I'm noticing, would have... I don't know, I think it's one of those things like with Red Dead Redemption 2, where
Maybe
great
it's better
story.
as we get further in.
Yeah, I hope so. That's one of the big things that I've heard from people, is that it's got a slow beginning, the side quests are incredibly repetitive, the side characters are not very interesting. However, the main story gets really interesting, especially once you get to the first big city. And so that's why I've been really trying to push, like, I want to get to that point. Like, I'm interested in the story, but the problem is it's drip feeding me more information so slowly. Like, I have already stopped giving a shit about the whole Varl and Sona thing. Like, I've exacted revenge on 5 different camps now. Like, I would like to continue with the story. Like, I would like to go where I'm supposed to go to, you know, find out more information about the Focus and about why these people are after me. And instead, I'm just, I've cleared 4 camps. Or 5 camps. 4 or 5. Either way. Like, it's fun, but it only takes you so far. This is cool. Seeing the Denver Stadium.
I was fresh out of rehab when we saw the Metallurgists play the Hearts Wayfarers. The Emmett jersey looked pretty funny. Hopefully you're sorry.
So you can't climb all the way up the tower. You can only climb like a 5th of the way up. Kind of a bummer, but I get it. Alright, Varl, let's do this, man. I gotta head to... Wait, yeah, where's the place I'm supposed to go after this, anyway? Secret the Gates. Mother's Crown. Which I believe is... Oh, wow. I've already opened up, like, the whole right side of the map. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's somewhere. Is this... That is a scary... Can I turn certain things off? I can. So many damn icons. I also don't have a mount anymore. I haven't for a while. Like, my mounts get one-shotted, so they don't stick around for very long. So you've played this mission, so I feel like you would know.
One of these.
Varl is not gonna make it through this mission, is he? Go out on a limb.
You do have a plan, right?
You followed me this far, even into the ruins. Thought you trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon
He
enough.
did for me.
Oh, yeah. It seems... I'm gonna try my best to not let him die. But I have a very strong feeling that I don't think there's a choice in the matter. He's just gonna die. Similarly to how I haven't even gotten into this place, but everybody inside is alerted to my presence. I've also already lost Varl. I have no clue where he went. How the hell do I get in this place? I had to have missed like a ladder or something. I'm just running a giant circle around this place.
There's a path.
So yeah, I must have missed something. Okay, let's see.
Yes.
There was, and oh, that's hold on, that's what I need to do. They have the dynamic, or the quest finding, where instead of telling you where you need to go, it'll basically tell you, like, hey, walk here, and then you walk there, and it's like, cool, now walk here, and it tries to take you on different paths and stuff, and it's hit or miss. Okay, so now I've alerted them. Hey, Varl.
Out of the light!
What happened to audio? She's
Take my hand.
They're alerted me. Why did this need to be a cutscene? What?
What are you doing? Take my hand.
That's... Okay. So it's a loading screen. That's
Take the one on the right.
smart. Very interesting. Let's see, like, I want to love this game. I'm a history nerd, and it's like history sci-fi to the extreme. So like, I'm trying to give it as much of a fair try as I can. So it's like, I'll beat the whole thing. I'll play it till completion. I want to love it. It's got to give me a little bit more of this story. It's got to get me more invested. Let's see. God, there's a lot of guys here. Like, there is a very large amount of gentleman suitors here. Wowzers. Okay. Couple of stealth kills. That was cool.
I'll take the one on the left.
Okay, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I do like how we're sneaking our way through. I'm not having to just kill everybody on my own. Because that's been a fun thing of this game, is me doing all the work while the AI just kind of laughs. Why haven't you taken the one on the right, Varl? I thought we were a team. Varl, you let me down. He's like, you take the one on the left. So I go over there, I stealth kill the one on the left, and because he didn't do his part in stealth killing the one on the right, I think he was stuck in a rock or something. This is why your mother was fine with you coming with me, Varl. She knew you were an idiot. That's a mean thing to say. He just lost his sister. He's probably gonna die.
Take the one on the right.
You want me to take the one on the right this time, bro? Are you sure? You sure you don't want to stab me in the back and leave me up high and dry to get murdered again? You cool with that? We on a team this time, buddy? Oh, they have a fire billowback. I didn't notice that earlier. Why am I tagging all of the enemies? It makes no difference. Also, it should be whatever I center it on that lets me tag. So if I got multiple guys in the circle,
He did the same last time, lol.
Did he do it to you too? He's just like, yeah, I'll take care of it. And then I jump down, I kill the guy, and the other guy's just like, nah, it's cool, bro.
I'll take the one on the left.
Okay, we agreed. I take the one on the left, he'll take the one on the right. Let me make sure this bastard gets into position. Where is he? Alright, I don't even care. I'll take care of it.
LOL, no, he said right.
Did he? Did I get left? Did I get the right? Did I get the wrong one? Is that what happened? No, I took the one on the left. He just didn't get the one on the right. Let's see if he'll do it this time. I hope he doesn't let me down.
Two more. You take the one on the left.
Yeah, so he says you take the one on the left. So I'm gonna approach up to the left. I'm gonna stealth this guy. And this other guy is not dead. Thank you. This is why your mom told you to watch the gate.
There. See that covered shelter?
Do you see those corruptors?
Focus, Laurel. That shelter is full of blaze. A whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through. Can't hit it from here though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer.
How did you know that was in there?
Tell Sona the plan and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done. And when the wall collapses, I'll be first through the breach.
How did okay.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen.
Totally cool. Oh, jeez, that's
if I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
There's Alright, had to pee, I'm back. Okay, now where was the...
They know. Oh, spot it.
Oh,
I need
son
to
of a
get to that
bitch,
place
really?
fast.
Alright, screw it. Let's just... Wow, okay. That corruptor, or that bellow bag. Yeah. He felt no shame. Let's see.
I can do this quietly. It'll be a lot easier.
So... I gotta do this before that guy sees me.
Spot it. I need to get to that place fast.
Oh, shoot. Okay, let me at least find out where it is that I'm supposed to be going. Well. Huh.
I can do this quietly. It'll be a lot easier.
Got someone down over here. Doesn't look good.
Be right back.
Who's there?
Ah, run! Ah!
I need to set off that blaze before it's too late.
Where is it? Oof. Alright. I got it. So why are these guys walking around with explosives attached to their backs? Like, I get it in other games, like, oh, The Division, you know, these guys have, like, a flamethrower, and so you can shoot the explosive canisters on their backs.
If I can do this quietly.
Except this dude just has a frozen canister on his back, for no real reason. Or an explosive canister. Like, he doesn't have a flamethrower. They have the same weapons and attacks, it just... seems backwards.
I need to get to that place fast.
What? Well, that was a long animation for Silent Strike. Long enough that I was able to get like 6 arrows in me and die. Alright, cool.
I can do this quietly. It'll be a lot easier.
Wait, what was that?
Sorry, back.
Oh, you're all good. I just had the longest stealth kill
I need to get to that place fast.
animation. It was pretty rough.
Fall before the shadow.
Come on, keep moving, girl. Go.
I need to set off that blaze before it's too late.
No, get out of the pool.
Make it hurt.
It's not time to swim. Okay, so honest question. I was noticing this earlier. I was kind of talking to myself because you were gone. The dudes with the explosive canisters on their backs, like in other games, say The Division or Far Cry or something, if there's a dude with the like this guy, if there's a dude with a flamethrower, you know, you can shoot the explosives on their back and it'll pop, and like, oh, it makes sense. They've got gas-filled containers on their back. Cool. This dude's like, they still attack with normal weapons. I don't think there's anything special about them, which just seems weird. Because they're just sort of walking around with explosives on their back. What can I do over here?
I honestly can't remember, but I feel like they should go boost.
Uh-oh.
I need to set off that blaze before it's too late.
Ooh, God, move, girl. Oh, come on. Oh no, they totally do. If you shoot them with a flaming arrow, the canisters on their backs will shoot fire out for a minute and then they'll explode, which is really cool. But that doesn't really serve a purpose. Like, I mean, it's useful for you because you can go through and you can pop them and like that's cool. But in other games, like if it's like they at least have like a flamethrower or something, there's a reason why this character is walking around with an explosive bomb attached to their back. Oh, that's right. There is this little trench right here, isn't there?
Over here,
I should not have sprinted. That was a mistake. That was on me. I'll take it. All my fault. That one. Oh, gosh. Golly, golly. That's what I was saying, is like if the canisters on their backs were used for like a type of, you know, a flamethrower or something in this universe, that would make sense and that would be cool. But like,
I need to get to that place.
It's just an explosive canister. They're just chilling with. Like, hey, what's up? My explosive canister, man. And I'm like, cool.
Maybe they are later.
Maybe. Oh, son of a bitch. Like, technically, they do run up and attack you by hand. Like, they will chase you. So maybe later we'll see enemies that, like...
I can do this quietly. It'll be a lot easier.
Not alone.
Oh, God, again? Really? Maybe later we'll see enemies pop them themselves. That could be interesting.
I need to set off that blaze before it's too late.
Oof. Like, I'm trying to sneak in there.
If I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
Kill this guy. And then you Usually I can move a little bit further forward before I'm noticed. But they do notice me.
Just need to get an angle on that blaze and shoot it.
Company.
Somebody sees me.
Watch the bellows so it's not
I
facing
need to
you.
get to that blaze fast.
Yeah, the problem is it's not the bellows that's getting me, it's these guys. There we go. Is that all I had to do? Am I fine now? Am I no longer in battle? Oh, no, I'm still in battle. Really? Wow. Wow. Well. I think that's something I'm gonna need to look out for when I respawn, depending on where I checkpointed.
Watcher!
Oh God! Well, that one was on me. I didn't see him.
Watcher here!
Oh God, move! I will kill you. Don't for a minute dare. So they just sort of like.
Watcher here!
Who else is left? Got a couple of bad guys, and our big bellow baby. I think a good chunk of this is gonna be taken out the bellows. Really? Alright. I was full health, but he kills me with one hit with an arrow. However, me and another dude are sitting there pelting him with arrows, and he's cool.
Watcher! I'll take you down.
Ooh, my pizza rolls are done. Hold on. think one of the more frustrating things about this is just the checkpoint system is rough. Because dying could set you back 2 minutes, it could set you back 30 to 40 minutes, and I've had both frequently. Hello. Can I? Oh, I rolled into the fire. Well, I think I'm gonna stop streaming for a little while, just because, at the moment, this is more frustrating than it is fun. But I'll probably pick it back up tomorrow. And it's one of those things that it's surprising. It's almost like half the deaths I'm like, totally my fault. Totally my fault. I get it 100%. Like, that was me. I know the rules of the game played by the rules, and I got cocky, or I pushed the wrong button or something like that. Like, there's a good chunk of the time where the rules feel incredibly fair, and whenever I die I go, well yeah, it's totally my fault. And then the problem is the other half of the time where it does stuff like knocking you out of stealth, dropping the certain styles of attacks or things like that, where it's like, I'm playing by the game because I can't not. But then I died because the game decided to glitch out or bug out. And it's just, it wouldn't bug me so much, I think, if it happened more, or if it weren't for the fact that so often, like, it is fair. So often it is fair death that I'm like, totally on me. That, like, I know it can do it, you know? I haven't taken one of these guys out with help before. Well, I didn't that time either. Yeah. I think I'm done streaming for today. Well, bye!
There! Watch her!